Boys, love the cast, and give it up one more time. We've got Jankos in the building. Gentlemen, dude, first things first, that ending. I mean, I'm starting with the ending, but I heard you talking on Euphoria about, getting through the early game. It seems like that was a conversation. Once again, did look like you had a couple of trips and stumbles, but what a base race to finish. What was the team comms like during that?
Well, we had strong sideline, right, with Talia being able to ult everywhere, and on top of that, Gwen was pushing a lot, and enemy team was grouping for objectives quite early, right? So I think BB called it where, he and Talia can go bot lane and they can basically keep pushing, and if we can stop the Nash bases, we can end the game, which happened.
Right.
But of course the game was not going the way we planned initially from the early game again.
And this is something I think is very interesting because you don't have the answers. You're in the game, you've played this for so long, you're a seasoned veteran of this video game, and yet still there are questions that you don't always have the answer to. You went through, you listed on the podcast, you were listing, well, sometimes it's top, sometimes it's mid, sometimes it's bot, sometimes it's junk, and you kind of essentially, you don't necessarily have an answer. It's just a question of you guys all showing up on the day. Who would you accredit this victory to? Was there a particular voice?
Oh, I mean, I think that everyone played okay. I don't think that we played that well, I think we just played okay. I think everyone did a lot of individual mistakes, but I would probably credit BB for the victory. So if I had to give him the player of the game, I would give it to him. I felt like he was pressuring side very well. I think his Gwen flank, actually, that gave us the Nashor was very, very important. So I would definitely give a shout out to BB.
Yeah, it was gangster, and you break your loss streak. I'm sure that's important. We're at that stage in the tournament. I know it's all smiles when you do pick up that dub, but I mean, I just went through looking at your world attendance. You are 4 World Finals appearances, top 4 at every single one. When you get there, you dominate. You're definitely a presence. So my question is, yeah, I mean, you smile because you know where I'm going with this.
I mean, we are trying to make playoffs, bro. I know that it's cool. We can talk about making it to Worlds, we can talk about, being top 4 every time, but matter of fact is, we didn't even qualify to playoffs, and this win, which, is very important, was also super, super sweaty. And, if we were to lose that game, we were 0-5, 4-5 in wins, blah, 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 right? So I do think we are still a good team. I do think that currently our scrims are looking better, and we are actually improving. So we should pick up the pace game to game. I'm not too worried about tomorrow or next week, but that being said, we still have to sweat for it.
Yeah, and it's interesting in itself to see you guys having to work so hard for it. I wish you the best of luck, bro. We do have, of course, the player of the game. Do I get to do that? I can't remember how it works here. Do I do that? I don't do that. It's someone else's job.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, because it's not you.
Because they're voting still.
And they're voting still.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I'm just kind of the guy who makes.
But you're calling Broken Blade.
I'm just I'm calling Broken Blade.
Okay.
But I'm here to do the interviews. I'm not really a good player, but I'm here to tank the content and.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I've looked. We don't have the graphic. Broken Blade is the player of the game. Jankos for the MVP of the interview. He carried me, bro. And we're going to head over back to the desk.